Alrighty, it's a beautiful day, and today I've got a 1949 Smith Corona Sterling that I'm showing off to you. It's very similar. It's it's very similar to the 1950s models. Very popular body style, but this one happens to be a 1949. This is the original color. It's kind of a brown, almost a grayish brown color, but I'm going to show you around. So right here is going to be your tabs, not tabs, margins. Margins, you press down and slide them. This is sterling. You'll notice that a standard and also the silent look very similar to this, but these are good writing typewriters. If you are looking for a solid writing typewriter, look for the sterling, standards, or silents. Okay, right here, we're going to take a look at the back. And this is where you're going to insert it into the case. Right here is your paper guide, your paper release. So if you need to adjust the paper if it's crooked. This is also where, this is a manual typewriter with a manual return. So it'll go 1, 2, or 3 lines. And then right here is your carriage release. Either on either side, just pull it forward. You can hear the little bell on this one, and so that's how this works. Now, to open the top on the Smith Corona Sterling, you release the carriage all the way to the left, and then you pop open the top. If you want to know where the serial number is, it's right here on this metal piece. Okay, that's where you're going to find it. This takes a universal ribbon. We have a black red ribbon in here, and you can see where it is threaded. So pay attention when you do have one. Before you start typing on it, make sure the ribbon is threaded and make sure it's going in the right direction, that it's not at the end of the spool, because once you get to the end of the spool, it'll lock up on you. The font's going to get faint. And if you don't reverse the direction, you're going to punch a hole in your ribbon, and you're going to be like, why is it so faint? So you reverse the direction right here, and now it reverses. Okay, and so we do put new ribbons in all of our typewriters. Now when you do get to the end and it stops on you, don't think that you have to replace the ribbon, that it's old. It's not. It's just like this is somewhere in the middle. This is a new ribbon, but reverse the direction and you can go back and forth many times before you need to replace the ribbon. This right here has some numbers, this little tab, and you can mess around with it. All it does is determine how hard these type bars are going to strike your paper. Most people who buy this typewriter are very familiar with them, but I know there's some of you out there that are not, so I'm trying to be thorough with this as much as possible. Right here is your color selector. This is on black. Down here is red. Okay? In the middle doesn't do anything for you that you need to know about. All right, so your keyboard, these are green plastic keys, but they're the original ones, and it's a plastic that's much more durable than what we're used to. There's no number 1, you use the lowercase l. All right, so let's go ahead and do a typing demo. On this, and you load your paper right behind this roller. Pull the bar out and then let it, and you, oh wow, I got it actually pretty good. I always like to make sure that the paper is even. If not, then you can use this paper release to straighten it out. And then I'm just going to move it all the way to the beginning here, and let's go ahead and type on it. So this is a 1949. Oh, that feels so good. Smith Corona, and this was the Sterling. Okay, this looks like it is a 12 CPI because it's a smaller font. That means characters per inch, so you have more letters that you can get on a line and on a page, obviously. This looks like there's a little bit of bleed, so one of two things. I'm either hitting the keys too hard, or see, I have this set on pretty hard. So I'm going to bring this back down here to see if that helps, because the keys, I think, are hitting the ink too hard. And if you like it that way, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just your personal preference on that. And that's a big, see, that's made a big difference. So you just mess around until you get what you want. Okay, shift lock. It's the second one right here. Okay, so this key right here, we're having a little bit of issues with. So I will put a note in the Etsy listing. If this is not fixed, we'll let you know. So just know that the @ sign is not working properly on this typewriter, unless otherwise noted in the Etsy listing. Okay, I gotta tell you, this types so well. When you're looking for something to type on regularly, you want to find something that has a good, I call it like a bounce back. So this bounces back really well. It also has a nice flow. Your fingers can get into a flow with your thoughts. And I don't know how to explain that better, other than if you've typed on a typewriter, you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I love the Sterlings, the Silents, and the Standards for regular writing. They're just perfect writers. So, and this one is no exception. It is wonderful. Let's test out the red ribbon. I'm going to show you something. Okay, so this was pulling on me. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to, and if I can tell that we're probably, yeah, we're at the end of the ribbon. So I am going to switch. I don't need to open it, but I'm going to switch the direction of the ribbon, and I'm going to type another line. So just be attentive to what your ribbon is doing. And if it starts doing things that you're like, that doesn't look right, just check on it, and you may need to reverse it. So let's do the quick brown fox again. Much better, much better. So that's just one thing as a typist, a typer, whatever you want to call it. Always be attentive to your ribbon and what it's doing. And if it looks like it's pulling or it's a little wrinkled, that probably means it's at the end of the spool. If your font starts doing something kind of different, looks faint, you've got the double colors, again, you're probably at the end of your spool, or something is just out of the guide wire. So double check on that. Hey, I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something every time you watch, even though we may have some similar styles and stuff. There's so much to learn about typing, and I love it that everybody's re-engaging with it and finding fresh ways. The old is new again, just making it better, I guess. And I love it that people are getting back into it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe.